on the upper bracket for NAL, as there should be. You know, it's a fantastic chance. DZ have an incredible map pool, and For Fun have clearly found...
Rotate bridge. I think DarkZero are clearly ready and expecting that. So the attack hits the rotate, Blitz pushing in, and Packer starts off with 2 big kills pushing the front side. 3, in fact, switching to the Bailiff. Bino finding a clean way in. Begins to put this diffuser down. They've carved their way effectively through the site. And while Newers gets 1 kill, the broader For Fun assault is generally successful. Newers looking to retake behind or in front of his own mirror window. One player prone around the corner, ready, pre-aiming that. Landing in a 2v2 with Jane, stuck by the Dokkaebi call, gonna lose quite a bit of his HP. Drop a little bit of fire near the diffuser as well. One attacker, I believe, just coming in from the backside. Silo over by the single win. Towards that position. Of course, the damage done early, especially now that he's spotted on the drone. This is gonna make his position, whether it's anti-flank or holding top rocket, a lot weaker. NGR finished off by Mike W outside of the bathroom window. Fultz being one expended onto the rest of this defense as the shield seems to hop not actually into the building, but out. As For Fun Esports instead, Ollie, decided to wait a little bit longer.
Well, they've got the time to do so, haven't they? They've still got 35 seconds, but with a kill coming quickly back onto Silo, Packer will trade out onto Kino. So Newers and Fultz have got a heck of a lot of holding on to do right now. Packer downed in the process as well. So while time for a moment might have been on their side, Packer just looking to try and information gather right now and give a bit of info as to where Fultz could be. It's going to be a hot drop coming in onto the side. Oh, that's not the side that you want to see. Wolfsper grabbing 2. Newers just has to hold on, finds the first. Packer's already down, don't forget. Wolfsper has to push for the kill here. With only 2 seconds, it's incredibly unlikely. It will come down to a plant, but all Newers has to do is move on through. Packer actually up in the melee. For Fun gonna take the round. Space to be found up there at the top of those green stairs, looking in onto side. Shotgun at close range. No, it's going to be the SMG as Fultz feeling himself, happy to take that engagement against Mike W. Can switch over to the shotgun and point his attention toward that sky bridge. A very important opening pick here for DZ.
Sell him out!
Extremely important pick, and now as the utility clear starts manifesting for DarkZero. A lot of the resources that we saw present in round 1 but didn't see full use of will now come to bear. Smokes on Rocket, Shumika's inside of sight. Oh my lord, Bino just trying to double swing on Rocket, ends up succumbing to the toxic canister. ADS going down shooting. Kino now can hold both the bottom of the staircase and the windows inside a bathroom. Wolfsper, who was looking for some kind of initiative inside or outside of the single window, excuse me, ends up losing most of his HP. Can't quite find the one tap onto Newers, despite seeing the right side, or left side of his head. Kino now on for 3, as Wolfsper was already 1 foot in the grave. It's SMG-11s and SA Ops City.
Well, and it was all supported really nicely. Kino, like an anti ready.
Yeah, I think might have been an assumption favoring the quick entry over full droning. Yeah,
oh, the
you
timing.
Can see. Unfortunate timing for Packer. Looks up.
Infiltration, the more powerful a position Kino will hold.
Breaching!
Using Harvey's charges on the Burt, never a good start. DarkZero have just done nothing to squander this lead throughout the mid-round, and it was always going to be difficult to clutch a 3v5, and a 2v5 is, well, it'll maybe a little bit easier as Kino swings around the corner, but DarkZero have the man advantage to trade down. Seems like things will be all tied up by round 4.
Yeah, I think anything that Kino got beyond the first couple of kills, the assist on the first and then the finish on the second, was always going to be a bonus. Look at the positions being occupied right now. DZ are giving absolutely nothing. Bino's on 1 HP and nobody is swinging him. They are guaranteeing them.
Try and get a line onto Newers. Finding a shot on the Wolfsper. Barricade opened up. He spots him for just a second, but hopping right behind the desk. I mean, Newers just hops up, beams another through the wall. Very rare we see a bunks briefing defense end with the site player getting all the kills. But if anybody can do it, it's Newers. 9-2. He's already proven that throughout this series. 6-2 before that triple kill. Kino looking to get 1. Calling somebody maybe to shoot those track stingers. Get him a line around the corner. Sprints through, but losing a bit of that momentum, a bit of that ability by walking through the tracks. Unfortunately, can't land the shots with the shotgun. Bino moving around the corner, but it's secondaries to get the job done. Huge on-site play from Newers.
Breach is open. Guess what? No one's flooding the breach. This is where we need to see the value out of Packer from below.
Oh, timing again. Packer been the victim of this a couple times. Shooting the default cam on bottom rocket. Now that time, right as he activates the skeleton key, that's when DarkZero takes the fight. Always hate those days when they happen, but Unfortunately, Fun getting a bit unlucky today. NJR swinging around the corner, though Bino there for the trade. Quick flank by the defense makes soft work of Fun upstairs. Mike W and Wolfsburg below half HP. NJR actually more in control of the diffuser than the attack right now, just whimpering over it as he pushes deeper inside of the site. Wolfsburg looking for his first kill of the game and will end the half with nothing. Fun starting things off quite
cause the problem. They can cause DZ to have to fight and find a solution, but again, it really is also going to be on them to
Snake, so we're not seeing the Wildcard blueprint where you get rid of double shields.
You can see him do just that. So clearly a little bit of trouble on at least part of that electrification, but they get the right panel, and that's good enough for the angle you need to create. Fault's down early, though. They use both of his secondary utility, but the primary utility is what we're looking for. Mike W with the next. Kino hopping out the window on Blackbeard, caught by the Uzi on bottom rocket door. Big couple frags by the Thorn, but pushing back in. Jay and I know, good for the cut. Him and NJR make this a 3v3. Hoping that somebody from Fun overswings his Packer, firing more and more Shimikas at the front of the office. NJR just makes his way in. They land on the exact right mark, though. Janino and Newers both falling. NJR 1v3 wins so many of them, but in a position like that, back against the wall, flames at his feet, it's not going to happen. Fun break that 4-round.
Just there. Oh. It's going to be Packer dug in behind the shield. Oh, brilliant timing. Got to go for the jump in now. Boom. What timing there from DZ. J9 will fall down, but it's a small price to pay for some hella map control right now.
A really smart little pocket play from DarkZero. Kino moving in to cover his team as they pick J90 back up. Volts might fall in the fray. Rescuing Private J90. The operation succeeds down at the bottom of stairs. Kino now moving in to put the diffuser down with the Chonka gone, and Silo clearly not in a position for the C4. He finds a couple kills on the long angle, but just the DMR to do the talking. He's way too far away to land any kind of utility, but he's done the important job for the moment. Now Newers, who might take another fight at this long angle. Silo's seen him creep in. Can't just creep around the corner. Newers on the fall off, pops up and takes. And those launcher maneuvers down a little bit. Clearly recognizing the difficulty. So many defenders up top. Oh, almost decapitates Kino instead. He loses his head to Mike W. Pre-fire around the corner, gets the trade. NJR, big kill onto the Tachanka. That 6-12 push needed to go big, as DarkZero would have lacked an actual foothold into the top floor. Now with it, they don't have the full way in, but they've acquired control of the top of green stairs. Just a little bit of pressure they can now consistently apply to this top floor. Newers as well on the opposite side, looking to cut off Silo on the retreat. Spots his head. One shot's good enough in this.
The defender's out of this zone right now. Razor Bloom triggered. Still isn't going to slow Fultz down. Packer's going to be kicking himself for that one. Wolfsburg now looking to try and add on to his kill tally, which for his standard isn't looking too great inside of the match so far. J90 nailing that diffuser down, putting it into a post, and still there's DZ players upstairs. It's going to be Newers from the top of green to take down Wolfsburg.
To fight for that control. They didn't even need to maneuver for a plant at that.
Some of those Shumikas, usually you end up with a few left over at the end of the round, so no bad thing to get them used early, but Wolfsburg going to get down from outside, finished off by Newers.
Yeah, and it makes sense we're just seeing that now for DarkZero, albeit with a couple players on reduced HP. They were clearly ready for a standard of effective, but standard defense for Fun. Kino rotating over now, pushes deep inside of the side. Can't get the initial kill onto the Tachanka, while NJR and Fultz face a lot more success. They've carved out our 6 room and chopped up the defense. DarkZero, another streak, 3 rounds.
They weren't really trying to get into the face of DZ, kind of playing a little bit scared, which has me worried for them. But yeah, Wolfsburg, I mean, he's a big fragger for this team that needs to step up. We highlighted the fact that it's going to take everybody. Yeah. They don't really have a star on this team. It's going to take every single buddy to be able to have an amazing game. And they started with those first 2 rounds, but unfortunately, I guess the lights just got a little bit too bright.
Well, obviously, Newers having a great performance there, getting...
I'm not too sure. One thing that DZ do have going for them here, stronghold for this team. I don't really know that they've got any of those maps.
See if it happens again. Wolfsburg trying to take this fight with Newers, albeit from a different route. Oh, and dies to Fultz down below. Spotted on the bottom of the double window. Now C4 prepped for meaningful pressure on this attack.
Dropping down to the basement as well, potentially for a little bit of flank up those green stairs. Silo gonna find one onto J90. Should be able to move down white as well, as top floor has been taken here. time doesn't look fantastic, and there isn't a really quick way of making a lot of this soft breach happen. So these defenders are fairly dug in, as you can see. Tucked inside a wheel room. Kino not really given too much of a reason to move. Sorry, NJR it would have been. The opposing SAS operator. Packer now going searching for that lurking player downstairs.
Spots him, but on such low HP, one bullet either way was going to be the end of them. Fultz just gets the better angle. Mike W with a good trade, but DarkZero keeping things as close as they can. Just sees one creeping up Red Hall. Newers with the cutoff, doesn't take the gunfight. Bino instead creeps in, putting the diffuser down. Silo on such low HP, the only player can cover. Oh, Kino second guesses. While Newers downs one, he gives Bino enough time to plant. Headshot onto the striker and a counter defuse for round one.
Newers has just done it all with the pistol. Absolutely everything. After all the talk of the DMR and how...
Mike W trying to recreate the nade from below era, opening up a hole through the floor, banking it through. Doesn't really force Fultz out whatsoever, holding that same position. He takes down Bino, and Mike W is still left without any clear answers to this position. I think he just spotted Fultz's head briefly. Certainly doesn't mean anything in the long run. Wolfsburg's been on red for basically the entire round, the same amount of time that Mike W's been below. For fun, don't even really have the pieces to put together a puzzle. The box is still well closed. This mirror window, 40 seconds remaining, not only still solid, not even cracked. DarkZero can play behind whatever positions they want and will continue to do so. Mike W with a line on the mirror around the corner can at least land the pre-fire. That seems unlikely. Newers with the first and the last kill in round two. Thoughts, something you throw in through the window and don't even think about. It's something For Fun can't even accomplish when attacking Cafe right now. Jano looking to bait an attackers into the gun sight of Newers. Fultz tagging on for another. He almost gets him on the hip fire, and they get him on the clear. DarkZero with an unorthodox strat.
Like multiple floor roam. J9O might have had a Grismot mine.
Yeah, that's a real bummer. I mean, Mike W will have to waste a nade on that. I mean, thankfully it doesn't take too long, but again, 10 key seconds that Packer spent doing that. Frustration might start to build as well. NJR, I think through the floor, finds a shot onto Wolfsburg. Doesn't have a C4, just trying to take fights against the players on the windows. Look at the confidence on this. There's absolutely zero reason to peek that window, zero reason to keep crossing. For DarkZero playing with the confidence that comes with invulnerability. Fultz, a couple kills to end things off, but you could add any name.
Mike W's got the space to really push in and make anything happen off the back of that. Silo now going for the target. A lot more focus on information inside of this round. It seems that For Fun are just trying their best to get one opening pick, and hopefully that'll snowball. They will find one onto Fultz, but Newers is immediately there for a trade.
On. Mike W. Packer followed up, though, and For Fun with not only an advantage, the best one they've had so far. Kino isolated in behind the bomb chassis. Now the only one left. Doesn't matter if it all comes down to kills. All For Fun need right now is a W. This one is as good as any. Kino good spots one, doesn't land it. Packer a sigh of relief as For Fun pick up their first round.
We'll be challenging now onto the bottom of these red stairs. As with that vert open in the side, DZ are a little bit restricted, but time isn't going to be too kind to For Fun right now.
Neither is NJR. A lot of laps in the DarkZero paddocks right now. Aiming for a 5-1 half as only 35 seconds remain for Fun to try and find their way in. Bino creeping forward. Razor Bloom giving away his position. Fultz with information on two different players, but Mike W whips around. Takes down Fultz. Fortunately, the bottom brown gunfight not going well for the smoke. But as Wolfsburg and Mike W both go down, For Fun began at a disadvantage on this clear and now will continue to do so. Bino to 1vx. Here's one. Just on the other side of the counter. Can't see him. We'll hop in. That gives Kino a good opportunity. Not taken by the Cade. C4 out. Switching hands, switching weapons so consistently gives Bino the opportunity, but wastes so much time that J9O can move in and put in the final blow. DarkZero.
Enough that maybe they're going to be able to make something happen.
I don't know if I'm saying that's when Wildcard was able to bring back or have the comeback. And normally
Warp speed to try and catch the Tuberow running back in. Can't quite find it. Now making his way into the building. Another lengthy pre-fire as Bino's finished off. We wanted to see those C4s. DarkZero just opting to kill them before they even touch the floor. A lot of utility kills this round. C4, then a Claymore, then a Razor Bloom, but now Packer with the Commando in hand will need to find it with bullets, and, well, he couldn't find it with both eyes open. DarkZero continues.
Side Jane, I know, is already in piano. And the positions are already being constructed. Wolfsburg going to be the first player to fall. A quiet game on Lair and a very quiet game on...
Their next pick, Jan, I know, so quick up Whitehall. Swinging around onto the hatch. We saw one player over on the balcony earlier. Silo creeping up. Oh, cut off by Newers. They're holding every position at the exact right time. They're even putting Newers on cutoff angles. That is just
Really does. It looks like DarkZero are booking their spot to EWC right now. Vertical angles now being held. Brilliant pick there from J90. Packer and Bino to try and hold on. Rat position attempted, but not successful.
Not successful, and DarkZero only success throughout this series. 7-3-7.
Game after the timeout in round 2 of the very first map, which he's kind of famous for. He's one of the only coaches that calls a timeout after 2 rounds, so just a little tidbit there. But also, I mean, just the culture of the team, how they're able to turn things around very quickly like that, right? They literally have like no...
As well, alongside the boys on the newest team, his second international event with this roster. Kino, congratulations on making the Esports World Cup. I mean, tell me what it means for you. I mean, with these guys, back-to-back international events, what's going through your head right now?
Thank you, Jonah. It feels good. It's nice. It was a good game against those guys too. And I mean, happy to be here. Happy to be a part of this team. Happy to be a part of this culture. I remember years ago in Atlanta, I was talking to Liam Ashen about this team and this culture, and I told him like how much I wanted to be a part of this culture one day. And here I am now.
Then he took a spot.
These amazing guys. Well, we like traded, right?
Traded. We call that a trade. Yeah.
We traded.
Yeah. He's happy. I'm happy.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
goes.
You guys are both going.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll ask the question. Kino, I mean, obviously you talk about the culture. I've been with you for a long time through your career. I want to talk about, obviously, back then when you first started and all the way up until this point, did you look at losses the same that you look at it now?
No, definitely not. You know that. I know I used to get, frustrated. I used to think about, like, the next match, the next qualification, the next major, whatever it was. Like, I got in my head a lot because of that. And I feel like it's mostly because I didn't have any training. I didn't have anyone to tell me, besides you, obviously.
Of course.
But
of course.
in general, like, I didn't have, like, a whole culture behind it.
Yeah.
To the whole infinite game, be present and all that. Like, and now it's
at the forefront.
Big. Yeah, it's the forefront.
And do you think that your guys' mental edge is kind of what separates you as a team then?
I mean, I don't know. I would say the culture in general. Like,
Right,
maybe not just like the mental part, like just everything in general. Yeah, like we're working out every day as a team. Yeah, all of that just builds like a whole,
Right.
nice.
A big family
Very nice.
unit. I can always see
Big,
you guys
big
no matter
family.
what. You guys are always having
Yeah.
fun.
And if we have problems, we put the gloves on and we figure it out.
Yeah. Serious question, just for me, I want to know. Game plan-wise, going into that cafe, you guys took away all the execute ops. What was kind of the decision on that instead of maybe getting rid of the information or anything like that? I'm just kind of curious how you guys attacked for fun.
We know how slow they are. They showed that on there.
Yep.
It was pretty blatant. So, getting rid of the execute ops, it removes like the cheese factor a little bit. Like, it's harder for them to do like a C1 kill or like a stack skill or maybe like just like the little ISOs, And we kind of wanted them to go more like the piano like front, just like the more like standard. We knew they were gonna have like 1 or 2 lurks anyways, so we were ready for the gaps.
Okay.
Yeah, just like kind of like change how they're playing.
You weren't scared of Packer maybe hopping on the Blitz, Bino on the Montaigne, maybe they got a BB running at you in Wolfsburg, nothing like that?
You were ready for it, right? We had the triple cross upstairs.
I don't think they've ever run more than one shield.
I don't think they've even ran a shield, it feels like sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, Kino.
Maybe they should have.
Maybe.
Thank you so much for your time, as always. We look forward to seeing you in the Esports World Cup. We'll see you next week as you guys fight for the Stage 1 title. Thanks so much, man.
Thanks, guys. See you.
Well, DarkZero finished the day off with a win. What